seconds and counting.
Hey, what's up, guys? Clips and Entertainment here, back with another training camp recap as the Houston Texans are continuing to have their training camp practices. And today, this is kind of a special episode because they did have fans at the practice, and I was able to also attend the practice as well. I'm also joined with Jacob here. He was not at the practice, but he's also gonna join in the conversation today. But today was a up and down day for the Houston Texans. There was a lot of flashes offensively early on. Let's just take a quick look at the kind of the quarterback stats that we're able to keep a little bit of track of here. This is from DJ Bien-Ami. He said that CJ Stroud was 7 for 10 with a touchdown and 1 interception, and Davis Mills was 8 for 10 with no touchdowns and 1 interception. And just from being there personally, I thought CJ Stroud had a really good day, and he played just kind of the way that we need him to play. The team needs him to play. You know, there's this clip. I'm not sure if everyone saw it, but he threw a long touchdown to Nico Collins. It was the second possession of Team 1, 50 yards in deep ball, beautiful pass. And then there was also another clip, and there was a play where he was just kind of looking around, and they rolled out of the pocket and threw a dime over the middle of the field to Robert Woods. After he rolled outside the pocket, he and CJ Stroud celebrated immediately after the throw. He knew, and that was a phenomenal play that he made. And so passing wise, the offense was good. One thing that I noticed is that they could not run the ball whatsoever. I think the Texans may have gained a total of 5 yards through maybe 6 or 7 rushing attempts that they had in team and situational and all of that. So like I said, up and down in terms of that, but the quarterback play was promising, and I was impressed by CJ Stroud. Davis Mills had his moments. He was actually able to drive the team down the field a little bit more during Team 3. He also threw an interception earlier in camp. So again, that's kind of what I saw from my perspective on the offense. Jacob, I know you saw these fun clips of CJ Stroud today. What did you think of his performance and what you're hearing about CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans offense?
It's great. I mean, it sounds like he had multiple back-to-back great days. And also, he took all the snaps with the first team today, which is massive. Like, that's exactly what I want to see. Even if he has some inconsistencies, like having him out there with the first team and the offensive line that he's going to play behind and the receivers, that's such a massive help. And it sounds like he had another good day. I mean, he made that one mistake that he threw the pick to Perryman, but overall he had, like you said, the throw to Woods was super nice, and the deep ball to Nico was a dime. I mean, 7 for 10 overall is not bad at all. And I mean, he drove them down multiple times against the first team defense, which I think is going to be a good defense. And also, they didn't have their left tackle, Laramie Tunsil, today at practice. So that's a great practice for him, in my opinion. And he's continuing to get better, which is just exactly what you want to see. He continues to improve every single practice from what it sounds like, and he's making the correct reads and going through his progressions well, which is just great to see. And he seems like he should be ready to go.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, Laramie Tunsil was absent from practice today. Brevin Jordan, I believe he's dealing with something as well. He was not available at practice, and Christian Kirksey did not practice as well. And like I said earlier, the run defense was excellent. I'm going to give a lot of credit to a guy me and Jacob have been talking about a little bit more, Hassan Ridgeway. He was getting some snaps with the ones once again, and he's been a force in terms of the run defense. Jacob Martin was flashing in terms of his run defending skills. So honestly, I think that comes down to schematics, coaching, and attitude from these players. And I feel like that's the main difference and something that I noticed. I mean, this has probably been the worst run defense in the entire NFL over the past 3 years. And I feel like Miko Ryans came in and he just kind of, set the basis for how you play as a defense, swarm. So it seems to me that they're following that mindset, that swarm mentality. It doesn't matter if it was the first team, it doesn't matter if the second team, it doesn't matter if it was the practice squad players. They came in and they absolutely shut down the running game, which we believe is going to be 100% better than the passing game because you have, Devin Singletary, Damian Pierce, a new wide zone running scheme with lots of motion. You have Titus Howard, Shaq Mason, Laramie Tunsil. This is a good offensive line, guys, and the defense was not having any of that today. So overall, I'd say it's a very good practice. And just some other things I noticed, I was able to catch some of the one-on-ones as well. I believe that, Nico Collins, he looks big, but he's also fast. There was this one play where he wasn't targeted, but he had a step on Derek Stingley. And we know Derek Stingley is a phenomenal athlete. And by the way, Derek Stingley, he looks big too. He looks like an NFL veteran out there. He may be quiet and you may not hear much about him, but I think he might take the league by storm very, very soon. He's got everything that you look for in a corner. He's got the body, he's got the technique, he's got the IQ to play the position at a very high level. And another thing, Will Anderson, he just looks absolutely dominant. He looks so explosive. On the first play of team, he absolutely killed Titus Howard on a little pass rush. Maybe got in there instantly, and that was really, really good to see. I really recommend that if you're in the Houston area, that you should try to go to these training camps because you can just get a feel for. You don't even necessarily have to have been to training camps in the past, but you can kind of just tell that this team, it feels different now, and that's really exciting for this team and for us as fans. So I highly recommend going out there to training camp, and we're going to continue to hopefully attend more of these practices so that we can get more news out for you guys. And that's going to pretty much wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.